City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
And away we go. Thank you for watching us today. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. I love it. The doors open up and I see a man, he's older. He's got salt and pepper beard, top row in the booth section with a top hat on. Stand up, sir. Like, I can't. No, flip your fan, flip your fan. Okay, all right now. Thank you, sir, for being here and dressing the part. What a mess. In a good way. Okay, so here to me is the top story. You heard about the stripper that fell 15 feet off the pole? Did you see the footage? Because I checked it out on 2 different sites, right? Okay, and continued twerking. Uh-huh. If I didn't see the footage, I would not have believed the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, who goes up 15 feet high? That's a 2-story building, okay? But look, she is the employee of the month, honey, okay? Her name is Gina Sky, and she fell face first. She fractured her jaw, cracked her teeth, sprained her ankle, but still continued working. Now, see. And then was still able yesterday to post an update about her condition. Take a look.
I pretty much broke my jaw, and I have to have surgery on it tomorrow. I am having a hard time, but I am okay. And I'm gonna be okay. It's just a really humbling experience to just be alive, you know? I'm really thankful for that.
Okay, so she had to have her jaw wired yesterday after making the video. The thing is that how did she break her jaw, fracture her teeth, and sprain her ankle, but kept all her nails? I found that to be a miracle, you know what I mean? This is very, very terrible. You know, I love the strip club, and I support the girls at the strip club. It's a temporary situation to get yourself out of a worse situation. But you know what? So I went on her social media, because like, you know, they blame a lot of things on moms. But dads, you got one job. You know what that job is? Keep your daughter off the pole. The strip club is not taking responsibility. Although there are two schools of thought. When you get hurt at work, isn't that workman's compensation? On one hand. On the other hand, if you're a performance artist, right, and you see a 15-foot pole, do you have to go up all 15 feet? But see, that brings in better tips. Believe me, you. But, and she went up, and I guess lost grip and fell down, but she kept Employee of the Month. I don't know, I don't know what to say. The CEO of the club says she chose her own routine. See, when you're a performer, a lot of times you practice what you're gonna do before you actually do it. So she might have climbed up earlier in the day and it all worked out fine. And then something happened where she fell down. Look, Miss Sky, I'm sorry to hear about what's happening. You know, it's unbelievable that you broke your jaw because you were still talking to us really regular. Like, I wouldn't have, I've heard people who've never broken a jaw speak horribly. But, you know, good luck to you. You know, one of Gina's friends started a GoFundMe page. Now, as of last night, I did check. There was $13,500.
Yeah.
About 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But now, as of this morning, it's over $30,000. Yeah. So this will help her along. In the meantime, Jennifer Aniston, Jen, look. To me, you and Brad are still meant to get back together. Don't throw tomatoes, don't hate me. I just like them to, you do too? Yeah, low-key claps like this. But I gotta tell you something. Fans are now saying that they want her to date Regina King. They want Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, I'm sorry, to date. Who, by the way, when Fashion Squad was here yesterday and we were doing our Oscar review, Regina, look, let me tell you something. You had one of the most beautiful dresses of the whole night. She really did. Imagine, this is our girl from 227. And now she is a darling of Hollywood. We've seen her really rise to the occasion. So Regina presented Brad with his Oscar the other night. And people immediately started talking about their chemistry because they kissed on the stage, they shook hands, she turned around and came back to him, then backstage they kissed affectionately and everything continued. And I say, what does that mean? That means she's capturing her moment, honey. That is a little close to the mouth, though. And the two-hand thing. I don't picture her with anybody but a solid black man, not for nothing. I don't think that she's that girl. And Brad, we know he's down with the swirl because he used to slay Robin Givens. But I think that Brad has too many kids, too many complications in his cuckoo. Regina, run for the hills. You were already wrapped up with Malcolm Jamal Warner, right?
Yep.
Nortman?
Yep.
Who threw your stuff out on the lawn.
Allegedly, yep.
All I'm saying, Regina, is you're living your best life and you look gorgeous at the Oscars and I wish you well with everything and you'll always be a friend to our show. Oh yeah. Rem's here, Rem's here, Rem's here. Crawford's son is a model, as well as she and Randy Gerber's daughter. But the son is getting a lot of the business for getting a face tattoo. Now look at here now, Presley. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the Chet Hayes is going on. He's 20 years old. Presley Gerber, he models. He's the heir to that vodka chain and the heir to the Cindy Crawford fortune. All right. He's got one other sibling. All the kids look just like the mom. Gorge. All right. This says misunderstood. How dare him? I would crack a skull. Suzanne.
This is so disappointing.
Yeah.
It's just disappointing. He's gorgeous.
And he's a model already
He's a
working.
model, and he doesn't need to do that to his
Misunderstood. I mean, first of all, a face tattoo was like dead wrong. But second of all, misunderstood.
Really.
What the Crawford Gerber is going on? So, Presley clap back, take a look.
What's the meaning of the misunderstood tattoo is I don't feel very understood, I guess. If anyone had to say to me about this or anything else, or my family, or how I grew up, or anything, I will give you my address, I promise, and you can come say it to my face.
Okay. Bureau, get on it. Find his address so we can come ask him.
All right.
What the hell is going on? Why are you complaining, kid? But at least he's only 20 and he could still do modeling jobs, and they're makeup artists who can cover it with a bunch of pancake and make it look normal. Amber Rose, though, is a mother of two and 36 years old. Amber, you know I love you, girl, but why would you ruin your forehead? And I don't care. She got her 3-month-old's name is Slash, and her 7-year-old's name is Bash. And I don't care how much you love your kids. Are you doing this up here? Now she can get one of those Anna Wintour wigs and cover all that real quick. I just don't understand why she would do that. Like, to me, she's a little old to be rock and rolling with tattoos on her face. But Amber, you know I love you, and that's it. That's it. So, I formed a dinner last night. I had some really good people that you all know. Okay. Mally Roncal, you know, the makeup queen. Okay, she comes here all the time. The Hawaiian girl with the bourgeois. Okay. So Mally and I wanted to plan dinner for last night. So I called Food God, AKA Kim K's friend, Jonathan Chabin, right? I call Food God. I'm like, where should Mally and I eat? He's like, I'm in town still for Men's Fashion Week, so I'll come with you all if you all don't mind. I said, no, I don't mind at all. And then Norman, out of nowhere, because we're talking about the girl who fell from the pole.
Right.
This is earlier in the afternoon.
Right.
And then I said, hey, Norman, do you want to come for dinner tonight?
And I was like, yep.
Yo, Norman showed up, because it was raining in New York, with a civilized umbrella. There we are. Uh-huh. Then, right over my shoulder, but you can't see right there, Kathy Hilton, Paris's mother, was there with her sister, Kim Richards. Uh-huh. The girls came over. Norman, how was that for you?
Amazing, otherworldly. I was like, because Mally said she thought she saw Catherine O'Hara from
I didn't want to turn around,
Right.
but they were like this close to me. And I said, if I don't turn around, then I'm not gonna look civilized. But I wasn't wearing a bra, because I don't need one. And so I was like, you know, after a long day at work, how you just dismiss a bra? All right, but what I noticed about this, why are my boobs sitting on the table? All right, so the Hilton sisters are sitting there together, Kyle and Kathy, Paris's mom, but they get up and they come over to us. And they're like, we love the show. Kathy's like, thank you for being nice to my daughter. And she goes, Wendy, TV doesn't do you
Justice. Yep.
How many times did she say that?
So many times.
I was like, well, do I look ugly? No, but how many?
She was like fanning out.
Nortman.
Yeah.
And Kyle looked great. She was wearing red lipstick, and the girls went back to their table, which was literally that close. So they're eating. We're with the food god. The food god's got more diamonds on than the entire situation. Like, Jonathan Chabin is real. He's a lovely, oh my gosh. What did we eat? Anything food god ordered. You know, I looked at the menu before, because every fatty does that, right? I'd been studying that menu for like 24 hours. Honey, I knew exactly what I was gonna order. But then we get there with the food god, people are fanning out over the food god. Mally, I never saw her with the straight hair. She's like, oh, it's dirty. I said, what? She keeps doing this with the hair and whatnot. Mally is like a really dope broad. She's dope. And Norman was wearing hard shoes with laces. I think you might have had on an ascot. I'm not exactly sure. I'm like, who are you? And then next thing you know, right? So I get a text. And who do you think it is? So Boof is over at the Nicki Minaj radio show, right? Because that, But then he says, I got a break in between. What are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? Norman's downstairs. Mally just ding-dong. Jonathan's already waiting. We were like 10 minutes late to the restaurant. I said, I'm going out for dinner. He said, well, where are you going? And so I told him.
Yeah.
And so, a very civilized place designed by Ralph Lauren, I might add. Mm-hmm. Polo bar. Okay. Anywho. So Boof says, well, you know, that's in the same neighborhood where I'm at. You know, I got a break. I said, well, you can come over, but we're not ordering around your no meat, no food diet. Like, I don't even know what you eat, Boof. All I'm saying is that, so then Boof shows up. And he's there for like an hour, and then he leaves to go back to the radio show. And then I'm looking at my clock and I'm saying, it's time for what almost?
The 10 o'clock news.
Doggone right. Doggone right. I'm like, okay, look, Mater D, person, all right, we're ready for the check. Because it was me inviting people out, so I felt the proper thing to do. You know, I pulled up my credit card. Next thing you know, food god, is like, I got it. Right? And I left with the firm shrimp. But look, we slurped clams, raw clams with caviar on top. There was all kind of stuff going on at the table. I wasn't even sure what was going on. All I know is that everybody in the restaurant looked beautiful. The music was low enough where we could hear each other talk. And we were home in time for the
10 o'clock news.
Doggone right. Is my part too poofy? I'm feeling like it's too poofy over here.
No.
Okay, wait. All right, so apparently this is a very special day in the world. okay, the Earth is on some sort of axis, and everybody's doing this broom challenge. I don't want to participate. I don't care to get involved. I don't believe in any of this hocus pocus. All I know is that the world is messed up. In New York, cops are being assassinated. Old ladies are being pushed down. Innocent people are being punched in the face. But the tickets are free. And by the way, a shout out to the NYPD. You know, because people talk about you bad, but when they need you, who do you call right after you call your mother? First you call your mother, help, Mom, and then you call the cops. So you all fronting on the PD at NY, you better fix your face and get right with this. Anyway, all right, so there's this thing going on. It's called the broom challenge. I don't want to be involved, but you know what? All right. Safari did it, Paula Abdul did it. They even did it during our morning meet. Look at this. If you look at Paula. But I'm like, no, she must have crazy glued it to the floor. Like, I don't believe any of this hocus pocus. Apparently, the Earth is so proper right now that you can balance a broom on the floor. So I'm like, really? I don't care. I don't believe it. I don't believe in this. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what Corona is. No, it's not me, it's the Earth. The Earth is, like, I don't believe this, but okay. Are you serious? Oh, what? My gosh. We got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, Love and Hip Hop New York star Remy Ma is here, so grab a broom and get on Dune. Please welcome back to our show, Remy Ma. Cloth on aisle 2, please. Prayer cloth on aisle 2. Prayer cloth on aisle 2, please. Yeah, no, Rem. There we go. You see? It's not Versace, but Yep. Hook it up, Rem. No, unfold it so it glitters.
Oh.
Yeah, you know the show.
Okay.
Girl. Shoe cam, please. Versace all the way down.
Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You do too.
Now, I heard that you fired your stylist.
I wouldn't say fired. I just don't use them anymore. Fired is such a mean word, right? I just don't use them anymore. It's been about 2 years now. I feel like I know my body better than anybody.
Yep.
And my body changes, like every woman. Sometimes I'm up. If you look at my closet, you'll think 3 different women live there. It's like from a size 4 to a 10, and I know I'm gonna be all of them at some point.
Right.
And it doesn't make sense to me to pay somebody $5,000 to spend $5,000 on clothes when I could just take the $10,000 and do a much better job, in my opinion.
I understand that. By the way, wait, can you show that picture back? Because she's wearing the red fur, those boots. Can you please explain me to, like, what is...
Those are red bottoms, actually. I bought those in Miami.
Those are really beautiful.
I think tall girls, we do well with over the boots. So whenever I can find a thigh high, like, that's all me. And then you don't have to really work that much on the outfit. Everything else doesn't matter once your boot looks crazy.
Yeah.
And the fur didn't, that didn't hurt either.
So, Your daughter turned 1. Congratulations.
Hi, baby. She's at home watching. Hi, Kenzie, baby. I love her. She's amazing.
You had a party that you spent too much money on. Go ahead.
Okay, so what happened was, you know that they're 1. So you're like, they're not gonna remember it. It doesn't make sense. I've done this before. And I said, max, I'm gonna spend $10,000. That's because we have a lot of people coming. You have to have food and refreshments.
Okay.
$50,000 later, we had Kenzie Land. It was amazing though. When I tell you, like, people that do, for those that don't know, I love party planning. Like, all my friends call me Remy Martha because I'm like the hip hop Martha student. And I found this great lady, Nevea Events. I hope I'm saying it right. And I need someone to help me because I can make it, but I need someone to execute day up. And
yes.
She was perfect. Like, she follows direction. She improvises without having to ask me every single
I love
detail.
your poofy skirt. Like, I love your look, her look, and Pap's hat.
Thank you.
Look,
I got him to wear pink.
He's a good guy. Is he here in the building today?
No, the baby had a cold. We were gonna bring her so you could see her, but she has a cold, so he's home on daddy duties. Yeah.
Just the cold, though.
No, just the cold.
Just
the cold, not the coronavirus. It's just the cold, just the cold.
It's going down out
No,
there.
it's serious. They got the boat docked out in Jersey out there. I feel like they should send it out.
No, let me tell you something. Did you hear? Nobody on the boat had the coronavirus, but there was a dead man in the other room. Now, what I want the news to do is tell me how'd he die.
But that's information that we might
You know
need to
what I'm talking about? No, I watch that news. I'm on it
close.
every
It's in
single
Jersey. I feel like
Bayonne.
Why is it docked? Like, send it in the middle and quarantine, like in the middle of nowhere.
Remy.
What? You live in Jersey. We gotta. I'm
No, I
protecting
don't.
you.
I'm divorced. I live in Manhattan. Okay.
My bad. My bad. I forgot about that.
I live up the street.
We do. I just do. I live in the city as well. So it's cool. I'm happy. You look great. If anyone hasn't tell you, whenever I tune in and I see you and you're just like glow, I'm like, yes.
New life.
I love it.
You know.
I love it.
So we covered your story with the parole, and I know we have each other's numbers. I don't like to even talk to you about that mess because I know that you're busy with Pap, the kids. You got a whole life going on. You got an album that you're about to release. And,
yes.
You know, just. But we covered the story. So the girl with the pink hair, she tried to say you did something that you didn't do.
Well, the case was totally dismissed. Like, totally. Like, get it out of my courtroom. No.
Brittany Taylor.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say her name because she might try to sue me for deformation.
Oh, well,
that's
how she spelled it.
That's how she spelled it. So, you know, I don't want to.
Deformation of character.
I just feel like a lot of times when you're in the public eye, there's a target on you. Anything you say, anything you do, everyone's looking for a quick dollar. Everybody's like, what can I walk down the street with some of my friends, they'd be like, oh, I should have fell in that ditch because I would have sued. I'd be like, so you gonna break your leg so you can sue? Like,
that's like people who go to the grocery store and slip and fall and try.
So
like,
I feel like I'm just happy that the New York City DA's office, saw through it.
Investigated well.
Exactly, and they dismissed it. A lot of people.
So, because when you were going through that,
I was still on parole.
And I saw you. You had an ankle bracelet on your
Yes.
ankle. She's carrying a baby like this. Pap is on her arm like this, like a loving family of 3. She's got the ankle bracelet on and still trying to be Rem. In the meantime, you were
I couldn't. It was hard, like, to be able to travel.
You didn't even cover the ankle bracelet. You sported it.
Because, first of all, it was rubbing on my leg. Like, whenever I tried to cover it, like, if you see, I covered it now, but I have permanent scars from this thing being on my leg.
Oh, you got a tattoo over where you...
Yeah, but...
What's that say?
That's my husband's name.
Oh.
He's gonna be my husband forever, so I'm not gonna regret it. It's not one of those tattoos. But, when you have these stipulations, it's hard to take bookings because you don't know if they're gonna allow you to travel. I had a curfew where I had to be in the house
by 8 o'clock.
and I couldn't leave before 8.
Look, I saw her, it was like 7:05, I think the last time I saw you, and you had the ankle bracelet. She said, Wendy, I gotta go. I'm like, what? 8 o'clock? You have to be in way before the 10 o'clock
I don't want
news.
no problems with these people. But now it's all done. I don't have no attachments to the legal system in no shape, form, or fashion. No pending cases, no pending lawsuits, civil suits. and it's good. Like I have freedom. Like it's just.
Does
a
that
wonderful
girl still have a problem with you? Like, if you is she still trying to come back at you or something?
I haven't really heard anything about it. I think she has her own problems with herself. I don't think it's specifically with me because I didn't do anything to the girl. Like,
Yeah.
You know, but that's what she's doing. I have bigger and better things going on than to talk about.
I saw a picture of you on stage with Joe.
Yeah.
At Radio City celebrating Pun.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm sure it was a great celebration, but I was distracted by the coat. Remy,
Wow.
because you're tall, it's dragging. And you know, and you got the thigh boots, like you got more use out of them. Rem, hi Joe. Sorry, this is about the coat right now, coat talk.
Okay, so my guy, Daniel's Leathers, it's down on Orchard Street. He makes me anything. So we came up with this plan. I told him about this coat about 3 days prior. And he's like, you know, you want it floor length? I'm like, no, I want it past floor length. Like
I love the drag.
I needed to be dragging on the floor when I'm 5'9", so with heels I'm about 6'1". I needed to
Remy,
be
believe me you,
dragging.
believe me you. I understand.
But it was a move being. I can't believe though, it's been 20 years since Big Pun has passed.
I can't believe that
20
either. It
years.
sounds like just yesterday.
I met him, I was in high school, and he's the reason why I'm able to sit here and talk to you. 20 years. 20 years. It was an amazing show though. Wu-Tang, they did a tribute for Prodigy as well because he was also signed a lot of records. It was very hip hop. DMX came out and
I heard
Mary
everybody
came out,
was there.
and Lil'
Booth
Kim
was
came
telling me
out.
about it.
It was so like nostalgic. I felt like I was in high school again.
So, you're working on new music.
Yes.
And I just want to talk about, are you collaborating with any of our girls that we know? Like, can you please bring out Foxy Brown? Can you please bring out Little Kim?
I'm sorry, I can't, Wendy. I love Kim. Me and Kim actually, we did a record together before I had the baby. We did Wake Me Up together. We shot
I
the video.
want more.
When I tell you, I literally love Kim. Whenever I just have a moment, I text her, we call each other.
You and
So-
Fox aren't cool?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about Eve?
I love Eve. I love Eve. I really don't have any issues with any of the women. I think that right now is a great space for women in hip hop in general.
Yeah.
And the problem is that sometimes I think it's the other people on the outside that's like, oh, don't work with her because you're gonna get her high, or don't work with her because you don't need her. Like it's never really the women, because whenever I see any of them, from when I met the City Girls, they were super cool. I talk to Cardi all the time. We have mutual friends. But it's like when it comes to working
People get in
together,
the way.
it's other people that has their hands in it, that's saying like, you know, don't help her. And I'm like, I never have a problem with helping someone. I love working with other women.
Yeah.
And we both look fly. We both come in with our hair done and our makeup and everything. So, you know, I'm all for it with anybody because, you know.
The State of the Culture show.
Yes.
You're featuring some of my favorites, including Joe Buttons.
That's my brother.
Okay?
I'm surrounded by a lot of Joes.
You know what? I like him though a lot. I've loved him for years, but I like this show. Can you tell us about the show real quick?
So with State of the Culture, we wanted
Thank
to
you, by
have-
the way, for the
You're the only. I just got one too. They was like, "Oh, we have a sweater for you to give this." I was like, "Really? Can I get one as a host of the show?" Like, you know. So thank you for helping me get one as well. But State of the Culture, what we try to do is we want to be that voice for the culture that's unfiltered. A lot of times you have these different outlets and these blogs, and everybody's scared. Not you. Everyone's scared to say how they really feel because of backlash. They try to say the popular opinion. We talk about music. We talk about sports. We talk about politics. We talk about everyday happenstance, and we're all from different walks of life. Like Joe, me and Joe is kind of more the similar because we're both rappers, but he's from Jersey. He's a guy. I'm from the Bronx, and we have Ebony K. Williams, who is a lawyer. Graduate. She has background in the news world. We have Jinx, who he's a Morehouse graduate.
Yeah.
Jinx is like I thought
Jinx.
when we first started, like we were like bumping heads. Now, like if anybody says, I have to protect Jinx at all costs. Like that's how I felt about it. It's such a great mesh of all of us together, different perspectives, but we're all for the same cause.
Give it up for Remy Ma. State of the Culture airs February 18th on Revolt. Up next. Okay, we've invented a new segment. It's called Wendy's Goodie Bag. So keep it here, please. Well, and away away we go. 11 years on TV, and I gotta tell you, some of you have been so generous and so creative. You send me gifts, and I hoard them in my office. Some of them have actually rested in my home, and today I'm showing off some of my favorites. This is just the beginning of a whole new segment called, what's it called?
Wendy's Goodie Bag.
Wendy's Goodie Bag. Okay. Now look at here now. First one is my coat. When I entertain my gentlemen friends, nothing says sexy like marabou feathers and glitter. I don't know who sent this to me. The problem is that there are about 50 different people who open up my stuff before it gets to me because they think I'm gonna get the anthrax, the SARS, the corona, the death threat, you know, whatever, and they hide stuff from me, right? So the note fell off this. If this is what you sent me, then let me tell you something. You see me wearing it, and I had to bring this in from home this morning. I wear this at home. Okay, the next item is Wonder Woman pillows.
Oh, yeah.
Now look at here. You know, she is my favorite superhero from day one. Now this one was actually attached with a note that she pinned on. Thank you, Felicia from Queens. This is really beautiful. She sent two. Thank you. Okay, what's next? Oh, okay. Now look, I love this. Okay, this is a candle. Nope, nope, nope. You're gonna listen now. Okay. See, she's smart. Janie Korn with a K. Janie Korn sent this to me. She made it. She said it took 5 hours to make. Now, I will never burn it, Janie, only because I feel as though there could be some Wiccan problem with it. You know, like as soon as I burn the candle, all of a sudden feel my real head burning down. But Janie, this sits prominently in my office. Thank you so much for this. This is really creative, Janie. Thank you. And next, like I honor when you all send me stuff. It's like you went out of your way to make stuff. Look at this mug, first of all. All right, it's a cozy. All right, with the glitter. And then you put it in the dishwasher after you drink, and then you put the cozy right back on. Anyway, wait, no, hold on. Okay, this is from who? He's smart. Jordan from NYC. Thank you, Jordan. Look, and I can make it say anything I want because it's that kind of glitter where, you know, you can change the words. Yeah, this is good. Okay, and the last one happens to be something along with this robe that I actually have in my new bachelorette pad, and that is, Chit Chat in My Way. I don't know who made that. It's so beautiful. This is actually a Lycan copy that Michael Lee made for me, but I didn't want to take the real one from my bachelorette pad because it was only sent on a regular canvas, but I liked it so much I invested in a gold, you know I like gaudy, a gold frame, and it hangs in my apartment. And thank you so much for this. You didn't sign your name. I don't know who you are. But look, Wendy watchers, thank you so much for your gifts. I honor and treasure them, and I throw nothing away, believe me you. Go to wendyshow.com for more information on this stuff. I don't know what information you're gonna have. Then nobody left their names. We'll be right back. All right, it's time to play 2020. Zoe here is starting law school in the fall. She's from New Jersey. You wanna go on a vacation?
Yes, I do.
Put your hands right here. Let's go. Jamaica, and Brad Pitt.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Announcer, tell her all about the trip.
It's a trip to Moon Palace, Jamaica in Ochos Rios, Jamaica. We'll fly you and a guest round trip for a 5-day, 4-night stay at this luxurious, all-inclusive resort. Spend your trip enjoying 17 acres of private beach, diving into lavish swimming pools, dining at multiple destinations, and dancing the night away in their nightclub noir. This trip will be one to remember.
Okay. Zoe, I want this for you so bad. You know Pitt, right?
Yes.
All right, then Brad just won an Oscar. How many Oscars does he have?
Well, this is his first for acting.
What does that mean?
He has other ones for directing, but this is his first for acting.
How many in total?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Well, good luck with law
Six?
school. We're gonna give you a $250 cash gift card.
Thanks so much.
I'm sorry you didn't win that. We'll be right back. I don't know what more you want to know, but if you're like me, you're nosy. Everything more that you want to know about The Wendy Show is available at wendyshow.com. We'll be right back. Okay, look, she's from Philly, and she's from Waldorf, Maryland. By the way, Waldorf is a great salad, too. And over here, they're from the UK. Canada. Tickets are free. Just come on, wendyshow.com. We'll be right back. You realize that it's gonna be raining today.
Yes.
Okay, so your feathers are gonna be floppy.
Yes.
Melissa Gorga's here tomorrow. I love you for watching today. I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.
How you doing?
Nice.